And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, Cheap Ludes. I really got to work on my newsman voice. I'm trying to come out here with like the most powerful weatherman voice in the entire universe. You know, it's my New Year's resolution, some may say. So, today we're going to be counting down the top 10 cards under 100K MT and NBA 2K22. My team will be dropping the budget card list later as well. So, definitely want to check that out. You know the drill. A few honorable mentions. Then we get to the top 10. Let's get it started with honorable mention number one, James Worthy. James Worthy is still a very, very, very solid combo forward in this game. Sorry, Pink Diamond. Now, that being said, I think he just got outclassed, like really fast. He didn't come out that long ago, like 2 weeks ago, I think is when he came out. And in that time, we've gotten Durant. Season 4 is what really kind of made a lot of people not consider James Worthy because he's not, as far as just grinding goes, you could grind for Siakam, who's a better power forward. You can grind for Granger, who's, I think, better at both positions, to be honest. I feel like there's someone else, specifically in the grind sphere, that I just can't think of right now. Either way, it doesn't matter. Reggie Lewis is a better small forward. Yeah, right off the bat. So, I mean, that's what kind of hampered James Worthy's value, but at the same time, he's still 6'9", 255, base 22, really good release. Interceptor, tireless, slithery, set shooter, which doesn't do anything, but that fast twitch is really, really helpful if you're trying to attack from under the basket. Really, really nice. He's got gold brick wall, good gold badges. I mean, altogether, he's just really solid. You just need to give him some badges. Like, he needs shooting badges. Thankfully, he doesn't need anything crazy expensive. Like, I don't think it's really 100% necessary to give him, like, range and chef. I mean, it helps for sure, but I don't think it's, like, 100% necessary. But corner specialist is very, very necessary for him. That's where he's going to be 90% of the time. So you're going to want to give him that for sure. Blinders would help, obviously. Like, downhill, quick first step are two badges that are absolute necessities. Clutch, shooter, and sniper are going to help as well. James Worthy's good, though. For 30K, like, he's a very good card to buy. Next up, honorable mention. The reason he's an honorable mention is just because he does have glaring issues, and that's Dwayne Wade. And also, he's extremely expensive. Dwayne Wade's still a top-tier point guard in this game, for real. 6'4". You can put any badge you want on this Dwayne Wade. He comes with a pretty solid stable of badges, but that 79 three-point shot does hurt a little bit. But other than that, he's a lethal defender. He dunks over everybody. He's pretty fast, obviously. His name is Flash. Fearless finisher, acrobat, clamps, tireless, slithery, downhill, first, volume, and fast twitch. Now, you're going to want to put at least chef or a limited spot up on him, or limitless spot up. They should have a limited spot up badge where they can only shoot mid ranges. That would be so funny. Dwayne Wade, he's very, very good. You know what you're getting. Everyone knows Dwayne Wade. It's his base that people really, really like. You know what I mean? Next up, we got Kyrie Irving as an honorable mention. Look, he's relatively solid altogether. I'm not going to go into too much detail on Kyrie, but he's 6'3". You guys know what's up with Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie was the point guard majority of people used at the beginning of the year, and this card is just a much, much better version of that card. I mean, he's an elite 300. He's not good at attacking the rim with a 25 driving dunk. Not ideal. He's only going to shoot layups, but hey, you know what you're getting with Kyrie. He does have gold clamps, gold interceptor though. That's kind of nice for sure. He plays pretty competent defense. I think he's got an 88 perimeter D, which is pretty good. As far as badges you really want to look to give him, Intimidator for sure, without a doubt. I mean, you're going to get mashed with Kyrie. You just have to kind of accept that. If you match up with somebody using Magic or Penny, you're going to get mashed, and it is what it is. But giving him Menace and Hustler, well, Hustler is whatever. He's not really going to go for too many boards, but Hustler and Intimidator for sure are two badges I would look to add to him. 100%. One badge I would say, under no circumstances should you add it to Kyrie, is Limitless Takeoff. And the reason I say that is because Limitless Takeoff essentially triggers your dunk and layup animations from farther and farther out. There's essentially a few zones where it'll start to trigger based on what you have Limitless, right? Now with Kyrie, that's exceptionally annoying because sometimes you want to shoot a little pull-up jumper because that's the only way you're going to be able to get a shot off, or else it's going to get blocked. Now with Limitless Takeoff, you're going to go for a layup every single time. So I would just avoid putting it on him, period, for that reason. Next up, another card I've talked about a lot. If you're looking for a dominant interior presence, look no further than Tim Duncan. He plays great interior defense. He can obviously control the post. Look, he's got 99 post control. He can step out and shoot too. He's got a 76 3-pointer, but you can up it with, obviously a shoe. You got a floor general out there. You got a coach. Tim Duncan's hitting consistently for sure. Timmy D, there's not really much to say. Like, he's a towering presence, 6'11", 255. He can mash with the best of them. He can also stop the mash as well. He grabs a lot of rebounds. He plays great interior defense. On offense, like I said, he can mash. He can hit the mid-range. He can step out and hit open threes. Timmy D is good. Final honorable mention is a card that most people are aware of at this point, and that is Kevin Durant. Moments Kevin Durant specifically is what I'm talking about here. There's only one up for $99,000 right now. I don't necessarily think it's a great idea to purchase this Kevin Durant right now, for this amount of MT. I just feel like there's guys you can buy that are going to give you the same amount of production for less. But if you're a big KD fan and you're looking for a KD card, here it is. He's still one of the, top 15 cards under 100K in this game, I think. That being said, it's not worth picking up, but, it is what it is. Number 10 on the list, Klay Thompson. Now, a standard base Klay Thompson, I would say, doesn't make the list necessarily, right? I would say that to be the case. That's my personal prerogative, but majority, and I would say majority of the ones up for under 100K have badge additions. For instance, this one has an unlimited contract, an unlimited shoe, 11 Hoff badges, 48 golds. I would say that there's absolutely no reason to not pick this one up over some of the other shooting guards available. As much as I like Dr. J, it's hard for me to say that a regular Dr. J is objectively better than an 11 Hoff badge. Kurt. Why was I going to say Kurt? Was I thinking of Kurt Thomas? I was watching a Kurt Cobain documentary before this. Maybe that's where that's coming from. Over Klay. I don't know. Klay's good. He's obviously one of the best shooting guards that we've had all year, and if you can find a badged up version of it, why not? Pull the trigger. I'm sure it'll be fine. Tied it back to Kurt Cobain. All right. Number 9 is a card that we just saw get released yesterday. Serge Ibaka. Now, I will say right now, there is almost no reason to pick up the signed version, and the reason I say that is the difference between Hoff and gold stat shooter is like minuscule, if there even is one. So you're fine picking up the regular one. There's absolutely no difference between the two cards other than that. Now, Serge Ibaka is fantastic. The best way I can describe Serge Ibaka is how I've been describing him for the past 24 hours, which is to say, essentially, that he is slightly worse Kevin Garnett with a better jump shot. That's basically what I can say about it. Like, they're relatively the same, even like in the stats department. Like, Garnett's a little bit better in the post, but post play really isn't crazy at this point. You know what I mean? Mashing is, but like actual post control and stuff, most of the time you try to engage post moves, you'll just get called for like 3-second violation or get contested every time. Mashing, doing this until you throw it, is really the only quote unquote post play we have left at this point. For the average player, there's post guys who are out here killing it, but they're rare at this point. Like I said, Kevin Garnett is better overall, but Ibaka does have that way, way, way better jump shot, and he comes standard with a few badges that Garnett doesn't. Like the Hoff Interceptor, I wish Ibaka had that, but it's really not that big of a deal. Realistically, like he comes with the gold clamps, which I don't think Kevin Garnett came with silver, I believe. He also comes with limitless spot up as well. Like I said, Ibaka is fantastic. He's the best budget center in this game, and it's not even close. Number 8. You know what's up, my boy Big Magic. You can get NBA 75 Magic for an absolute steal right now. And yeah, he's still a top tier point guard in this game. The thing I will say, and the caution I will give you when it comes to Magic Johnson, is that if you guys know, 2K likes to release a Pink Diamond Magic, and then immediately afterwards, they like to destroy power balancing completely. Whether that comes from like a Ben Simmons or something crazy coming out, or like a point guard Giannis or whatever, they typically will do this. So caution with Magic, but he is a 6'9" point guard. Most of them are going to have badge additions in some capacity as well. And if they don't have the right badges, you can always put it on them yourself. So it's not really a big deal. Number 7, one of my favorite cards in the game. He's only low because I've talked about him too much. Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay is still great. You can find some with badge additions. This one's got an extra Hoff badge in addition to a shoe and a contract. Fantastic. What's his extra badge? Let me see. I'm curious. I want to know. Chef. This one has This one has Hoff Chef. Why? I'm gonna just buy this card. I don't care. Truly, I should. I gotta look into mine and see what is going on. This one has 11 Hoff badges. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing? Oh, they're not really that good. But at the same time, I mean, look what you can pick up for relatively cheap. People are just selling these for like nothing at this point. Like, oh, this one's got 11 Hoff badges and is 83,000. Fade ace and clutch shooter. Not really great, but this would be the one I would pick up because it's got the Hoff Chef Rudy, and that's huge, I think. This one's got Green Machine and Hot Zone Hunter. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at how many badged up versions of Rudy there are. I'm pulling the trigger on this one. Yeah, I don't care. All right. Rudy's the man, dude. What can I say? Number 6, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's still really good. You guys know how I feel about base 22. I love base 22. Some people claim that base 22 feels the best coming off of Jimmy Butler, and I do kind of second that opinion to a certain extent. Like, I do. Jimmy Butler's fantastic. And I do feel sometimes that base 22 is at its most effective coming off of Jimmy Butler. I do feel that way because, like, the bigger player, it's like a weird sweet spot when it comes to base 22. If a player is in between 6'5 and 6'8, base 22 is a top tier release. If they're bigger or smaller than that, I promise it's not really that good. I don't know what it is. But Jimmy Butler's fantastic. He's a pure 3-and-D. He can attack the rim too. Jimmy Butler always plays the same. If you're looking for elite level defense, solid cone, just basically a 3-and-D cone, that's what you're looking for. Jimmy Butler is the man for that. Number 5. This is going to be kind of a surprise card. I don't think anyone really expects to see this one up here. Marc Gasol is still truly one of the best point guards centers in this game, dude. 7'1", catch and shoot corner specialist, rim intimidator, post move and bullet passer. Marc Gasol will, and he also has gold clamps and interceptor. Like, this man is ridiculous. Circus threes as well. I don't know, that'll never come into play, but it's nice to have, you know. Marc Gasol is one of the most effective defensive centers in this game. He can hold down almost anyone in a mash type situation. I would say the only person that you might struggle with in regards to Marc Gasol would be the next guy in this list, but even then, he's still so good. Now, the one thing I will say is Marc Gasol is definitely on his way to being irrelevant very fast with, you know, being a limited edition 2 card that came out a long time ago with only 6 Hoff badges. So know that before you go. Number 4. Big Shaq Diesel. You can get the Evo Shaq right now for under 100K, and Evo Shaq is ridiculous. At this current moment, there aren't very many, if any, centers that can realistically bully Shaq in the post. The only 2 that I can really think of that usually put up a good fight, well, 3 technically, are Vitas Sabonis, who there's just none of them available anywhere, Marc Gasol, and Tim Duncan. Those are the 3 that, and David Robinson to a certain extent too. I forgot about him, to be honest. All of those guys are realistically on their way out. We're going to be getting better centers, so I'm sure that's why Shaq's kind of fallen off, but he's still one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant interior center in this game. You can get him for under 100K. Number 3 is a relatively new card as well. Joe Johnson. Now, let's talk facts about Joe Johnson. He is one of the most elite 3-point hunting, not just shooting guards, but cards in this game. The Hall of Fame quick first step on his signature version over the gold is definitely an improvement. I don't think it's necessarily, in my opinion, means the difference in pricing here. Like, you know what I mean? I really don't, because I mean, you can get this Joe Johnson for 70K. The other one costs like 150, 200 for the most part. That being said, Joe Johnson is fantastic. 6'7", just an absolutely electric release. I can't remember which one it is specifically. I think it's base 3. I'm pretty sure he has base 3. Let me double check that, because I'm not 100% sure, so I want to be sure before I say it. There we go. He has, no, base 38, I'm sorry. Yeah, same as Dolph Shays, but it's on quick, and with Vince Carter upper, and it's actually ridiculous. I don't know where I got base 3 from. I forgot who has base 3. Anyways, catch and shoot, pickpocket, clamps, posterizer, blinders, limitless spot up, deadeye, sniper, limitless takeoff, and menace. Fantastic. My man plays defense. He shoots off the dribble. He's got gold chef, which is good. You know, he can shoot from deep. There's just no issues really with this card until you get down to one simple fact. Now, even though he does have, you know, unpluckable, he has pretty much every dribbling badge in the game, especially handles for days. And then like, I think he has hyperdrive and quick chain as well. This man gets tired so fast. He has an 85 stamina too, I believe. Like, I think he has an 85 stamina. So I don't really know why he gets so tired. Maybe it has to do with age, because they made him 40 years old. That is realistically the only thing I can think of, because like stats and badges wise, Wouldn't explain why this guy gets so tired. But I think because he's a 40-year-old in this game, I think age does have something to do with it in regards to stamina this year. Because the age is the only thing that makes sense. 85 stamina isn't that bad. He has all the dribbling badges that would, stop him from getting insanely tired while performing dribble moves. The only thing that's weird is he's 240 pounds, which is massive. Maybe that has something to do with it, or it's his age 40. I don't know. But I'm curious about it. Joe Johnson's still elite, though. He's probably like one of the best shooting guards you can buy for this price. Number 2 is, debatable. When it comes to 1, 2, and 3, like when it comes to Joe Johnson, Kawhi Leonard, and Terry Dischinger, it really just kind of depends what you're looking for. As far as like which one's number 1, which one's number 3. You know what I mean? Kawhi's the best defensive card in this game. Pickpocket clamps. Everything I said about Jimmy Butler goes triple for Kawhi Leonard, basically. Is Ray Allen base a better base than base 22? Objectively, yeah. Necessarily, no. I could argue that maybe it's just as good. I don't think that's the case, but I could do it. I mean, Kawhi Leonard's Kawhi Leonard. You guys know what's up. And then number 1 is, obviously, if you see Kawhi Leonard, you know who number 1 is. Terry Dischinger. Dissinger's the offensive version of what Kawhi brings you. He's truly one of the best offensive wings in this entire game. Here's the thing about Terry Dischinger, and you run into the same thing with Rudy Gay too. Even though he doesn't have limitless spot up, and I don't know if Dischinger has. I think he has Chef though, right? Does he? Hold on, let me check because I can't remember if he has Chef or if people just added Chef to him. I think you can add Chef, but I don't think he has Chef off the rip. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, even though he doesn't have those 2 badges, if you play clutch time, they'll still make white 4-pointers pretty consistently. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I think it has a lot to do with the release. But hey, it is what it is. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. I will see you guys later with the budget tier list. Sorry I'm a little spacey this morning. I was so exhausted. I had terrible sleep last night. I will be back with more content later. I might stream. Not sure if I'm going to stream over on YouTube or on Twitch, or if I'm even going to stream 2K. I don't know. Drop a like on this video, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace.